Hello, dear participants. This side, Dr. Vaneet, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Physiotherapy, Chandigarh University. On the occasion of World Physiotherapy Day, today I will be interacting with you people on the topic of artificial intelligence in physiotherapy. Artificial intelligence, this is not, we can say, this is not a new field. This is something which has started almost around in 1950. You can see the artificial intelligence, it is quite common nowadays. You might have heard from many engineering people, artificial intelligence in social media, artificial intelligence in engineering, artificial intelligence in sciences. So I'm here to present my views. Now, what is the role of artificial intelligence in physiotherapy? So before proceeding, first you need to understand the concept of intelligence. Intelligence, you see, it is the ability to learn and perform suitable techniques to solve the problems to achieve the goals, right? With appropriate context to uncertain, ever-varying world. What does the definition it says? Intelligence is something like the capability of an individual to work according to the need of the task toward the problem solving. So this concept was previously well implemented with the help of computers. Now, although computer is something which is next to human intelligence, computers are also called as the intelligent machines, we can say. So the concept of using computers to simulate intelligent behavior and critical thinking was first described by Alan Turing in 1950. So from here, the concept of intelligence, it proceeded, and then there came a new terminology, which is artificial intelligence. So as I told you, we are having two things. One is intelligence, another one is artificial intelligence. Now, what is artificial intelligence? It is a term which basically you see, as I said, it is almost coined in the year 1956 by John McCarthy. And he said, it is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, right? So if you talk about the computer, yes, it is an intelligent machine, as I told you previously. So it is something like the blend of the science plus engineering, right? There is some reasoning behind it and the smart work behind it. So there is a development of some sort of smart machines. So which basically is trending nowadays. So it is quite common, artificial intelligence. So the commonest example we can take of it is you are scrolling your mobile phone, you are talking about some specific topic, then suddenly the reels, the videos related to that topic, they start appearing. So that is basically something the machines, the mobile phones are sensing from our words, and they are showing us the relevant data, right? So yes, as I told you, it is not a new field, but in the field of physiotherapy, if we say, the use of artificial intelligence is trending nowadays. Otherwise, it is an old field, right? So talking about the history of artificial intelligence, it was just when we talk about the medical literature or when we talk about the medical sciences, the first intelligent platform, which was web-based search engine, quite familiar. Many of us will be quite familiar with this word PubMed. So it was something which was provided to us by National Library of Medicine in 1960. So what it is, we are whatsoever we want to search, whatsoever topic we want to look for, we can go on the PubMed and we can search for the relevant literature. So it was just basically the medical literature analysis and retrieval system. So it came into existence at 1960s, and nowadays it is a important digital resource. So this basically later accelerated the research area in the medicine field, or we can say particularly the health science fields. Then in between 1970 to 2000, many of the other intelligent platforms, they were built up by the reputed organizations, and they were provided to the public domain for the usage. Particularly, you see the CASNet model. The CASNet model is basically, it was the prototype model which was related to the consultation program for glaucoma. Right? It was something which was working on the model building, consultation, and database building, particularly related to the diseases. So this model is basically about a specific disease to an individual patient and provide physicians with advice on patient management. So it was developed at Rutgers University almost around in 1976. Then later on in 1986, the another intelligent model was provided, that was D-Explain, a decision support system it was, which was released by University of Massachusetts, and it was the electronic medical textbook database providing detailed description of the diseases and additional references. So basically, it was able to provide almost the details related to 500 diseases. It was when it developed around in 1986. But by the 1990, many of other diseases, they got added up into this smart intelligent system, and it expanded to over 2400 diseases. So it was something related to the differential diagnosis, the related to the decision making. So it was the data was stored into it, and depending upon the inputs what was provided to the machine was giving us the outputs at that time, right? So next, in 2007, IBM created another model which was called as Watson. Right. So Watson was something which was basically work the work related model, we can say. It was something, the evidence based clinical decision making system, which helped clinicians a lot to identify the new sort of diseases, to identify the RNA binding proteins that were altered in amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Particularly, this is the example. So it was the deep QA technology based model, which was basically provided to us by the non-company IBM. Now, that was just the history part, how the intelligence it came into existence, the concept of intelligence, then the concept of artificial intelligence, what it is, and then how the uh, uh, intelligent models, how the things they were developed, and what are the perspectives of all those things, particularly related to the field of physiotherapy. The next we have is the subfields of artificial intelligence. So this is somehow related to the engineering, and many of us might have heard about all these terminologies: machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision. These are basically the subfields of artificial intelligence. So these are, you see, the specific domains we can say under the artificial intelligence. Just I have tried to write these terminologies down in the very simple language. First, talking about the machine learning. Machine learning, uh, machines, it was the, you see, it is the something which basically can improve with experience from the provided data set, right? So we are providing a data set, we are providing an instruction to the machine. The machine is saving that instruction and it is providing that instruction to us whenever needed, as in when needed. Second is deep learning. It is composed of multi-layer neural network which enable machine to learn and make decision on its own, right? So deep learning, it is the far near to that of, we can say, the human mind, right? So it has the capability of making the decision, right? So suppose if you are asking or if you are putting any query into these systems and asking for the management or physiotherapy management of so and so condition, so depending upon the inputs provided in the past, they are going to give the decision that you can go with this particular modality and you can go with this thing, right? So then third one is the natural language processing. Natural language processing, it is a process that enables computers to extract the data from human language and make decision based on that information. The thing which I was talking about, right? So we are talking related to some topic and suddenly the data related to that topic is appearing on our computers, right? So that is something related to natural language processing. Then fourth one we have is the computer vision. It process by which a computer gains information and understanding from a series of images or videos. So it is well understood from the words what I have written here, right? So these are the four main subfields of artificial intelligence, that how artificial intelligence softwares they work, how the modalities, how the systems they actually work. Now, artificial intelligence in physiotherapy, the topic of the day. You see how the artificial intelligence is helping physiotherapists, or we can say the clinicians, the academicians who are particularly are involved in the physiotherapy services, right? So it is basically offering new ways to enhance patient care, improve outcomes, and streamline clinical processes. There are many of the AI tools which the academicians are also using for the research purpose, education purpose, storing the data of the students, and so many things are there, right? So these are the uh, main perspectives in which the artificial intelligence is basically helpful for the physiotherapist. Number one, it is personalized treatment plans. Second is motion analysis and biomechanics. Third is the virtual rehabilitation and telehealth. Then predictive analytics, robotic assisted therapy, AI in pain management, clinical decision support systems, and administrative efficiency. So these are the domains which are nowadays we can explore with the help of, or we can take the help of the artificial intelligence. Now, personalized treatment plans. So particularly talking about this domain, you see, uh, nowadays, in even in our clinics, we are getting number of patients. So we are what we are doing, we are just taking the data set and providing it to the AI software, the patient data, including medical history, imaging result, whatsoever assessment we are taking, we are just going to put that into the system, and system is going to give us the personalized treatment plan according to the age of the patient, according to the demand of the patient, according to the we can say the fitness status of the patient. So it is basically helping us in improving the effectiveness of the physiotherapy. Second is the motion analysis and biomechanics. This is the another domain. Nowadays, we are having various AI-powered motion analysis systems in which we need not to work manually. We need not to calculate the things manually. AI tools, the systems, they are detecting the abnormalities and they are presenting in front of us. Then next we have is the virtual rehabilitation and telehealth. Virtual rehabilitation programs, it is something you are just offering to the patients from far away distances, far away. When you are far away from the uh, um, patient, but patient needs your services, you can take the help of virtual rehabilitation AI tools. So you can teach the patient from your clinic and patient need not to visit your place. So AI driven apps, platforms are there which are basically guiding the patient. Whatsoever instructions you are putting, the patients are receiving all those uh, guidances from your side, and actually the real time feedback, it is there in through these VR or telehealth AI supported systems, which is helping in the patient recovery and encourages patient related to the adherence to the rehabilitation protocols. Then predictive analytics. Predictive analytics is the like predictive capability of the AI systems. It basically helps the physiotherapist in decision making. Just by keeping the outcomes in our mind, we can plan the physiotherapy treatment for any of the patient, right? So AI tools, we need not to do any work manually. We need not to use our mind. Just AI tools are there. They are helping us in making the decision, in making the predictions, and providing the condition specific treatment to the needy patients who basically need the physiotherapy for different protocols. Then we have robotic assisted therapies. So AI is used in robotic devices that assist patient in performing therapeutic exercises. So these robots, you see, these can adapt to the patient's level of ability, uh, providing the appropriate amount of assistance, resistance. So what actually is required to the patient, the therapist need not to work on that. So it is the AI based robotic tools which is basically going to help the patient as per the need of the patient. Then AI in pain management. So there are various, we can say the AI based systems which basically provide the treatment according to the patient reported pain levels. So how much the pain the patient is having, of course, we are going to put the data to the system, and the system is going to detect the level of the pain automatically, and the AI based modality is automatically going to provide the treatment plan for the management of the pain. Then clinical decision support system. So it is one and same thing for the diagnosis making and treatment purpose. The AI tools, they are of utmost importance and they are going to help in providing the high quality patient care. The next, you see, all these are the domains in which the artificial intelligence is basically going to help the physiotherapist as well as the patient. But at the same time, certain challenges and considerations are also there, which we always need to keep in mind. So while you see it is offering many benefits, but there are certain challenges or associated with the artificial intelligence, particularly in the field of physiotherapy. Now, what are the challenges or what are the key considerations which always we shall keep in mind while using AI tools? Number one, it is data privacy and security. So protecting the patient data. Now we are all of us, we are doing the ethical practice in our clinics, and there's a law of confidentiality and so many other things are actually there. So we need to protect the patient rights. We need to protect the patient data. That is basically a crucial step. So to collect, to analyze the data, we have to use the artificial intelligence tools, but at the same time we also need to keep in mind the security of that data. Very sensitive informations we need to keep hidden. Second, integration with existing system. Now, Integration with the existing system. You see, nowadays the healthcare system, what was actually there 10 or 20 years back, the modalities which we were using, they were not that much smart. The workflow with all those modalities, it was a bit slow. Nowadays, the modalities are also smart. Even many of the modalities we are getting, they are integrating with the nowadays modalities. So if we say ki we can take the help of artificial intelligence using the modalities which we were using 10 or 20 years back, that is not basically possible. So the compatibility, it is required. So integration with existing systems, it becomes difficult, right? So for successful implementation, we need smart tools, AI tools. So that is basically required. So that is again a challenge. Training and adoption. So yes, AI is the domain which is basically less explored, particularly by the physiotherapists, right? So physiotherapists, they need training to effectively use the AI train. Now, in upcoming slides, I'm going to share some of the uh, applications, some of uh, the systems, some of the softwares which are there, AI-based softwares. So some of the practical examples are shared, how the AI tools are basically helping. Then now, these are the AI tools. One by one, we will discuss what are the systems, what are the things which are basically helping the physiotherapists. Number one, you see, we talked about the biomechanical analysis, we talked about the motion analysis. Now, what are the tools? Now, AI-based motion analysis system, you see, as we have talked, there are subfields of artificial intelligence. So it is computer vision or machine learning uh, system, which basically analyzes the human movements. Now, what are the names of the tools? You can see here the DARI motion, DARI motion. It uses 3D motion capture technology combined with artificial intelligence to analyze the movement pattern. It identifies the abnormalities, deformities, and provide feedback for rehabilitation. Second is Kinect-based systems. So these are uh, the Microsoft Connect sensors. The system, they use AI to capture and analyze the motions and help in the assessment of functional movement disorders. So these are the only two tools I have written here. There are various other tools which are artificial intelligence based, in which the physiotherapists, they need not to put extra effort, and the uh, systems, they are automatically evaluating the motion, the posture, and everything of a patient. Second is wearable devices with artificial intelligence. Wearable devices means which the one can wear during the physical activity, during the track activities, to detect the deviation from the normal, right? So they are basically the real-time feedback modalities, and the commonest example of them, you can see, it is the everybody of us nowadays, it is using, that is not a medical device, the smart wristwatch. So every one of us is using that. But particularly from the physiotherapy perspective, we have Xsense. Xsense is a motion capture system that uses wearable sensors. So it provides detailed data on joint movement. It is basically worn near any of the joint which you basically want to evaluate. Suppose if it is ankle, knee, or these are wearable systems. So they are helpful in gait analysis and rehabilitation of the gait related anomalies. Then we have Sensoria. It is the next the wearable device, artificial intelligence device. It is a smart socks equipment with sensor to monitor the foot pressure and gait. So that basically again is helpful in predicting the injuries related to falls, which is a common problem in the elderly population. So we can provide the appropriate rehabilitation accordingly. Third is the virtual reality and augmented reality platforms. So the examples are VRP Physio and mind maze. So VRP Physio, it combines the virtual reality and augmented reality to deliver interactive physiotherapy sessions. So I have talked previously on this. So when the patient is not with you, patient is far away from you. So from your clinic, you can teach the set of exercise, you can provide rehabilitation protocol to that particular patient just with the help of VR Physio AI tools. Then Mind Maze. MindMaze is neurotechnology platform that uses again AR and VR to provide therapeutic exercise for stroke, brain injury patient, or any of the neurological condition patient, helping them in regaining the motor functions. Then the robotic assisted therapy. So as I told you, in physiotherapy, we have the robotic assisted therapy means the physiotherapist again need not to put some physical effort. The robots, they will work. So the examples are Locomat and Rewalk. Locomat is basically a robotic gait training system that uses artificial intelligence to adapt the movement of robotic exoskeleton to the patient needs, promoting motor recovery in individual with spinal cord injury or stroke. So as the name itself explains, it is something related to the locomotion. Then Rewalk. Rewalk is an exoskeleton system which needed to be worn on the uh, limbs externally. So designed for the paraplegic patients, and it basically facilitates the walking and other movements. So all these are basically we can say they are providing the real-time feedback to the body, and bodies with the help of the AI tools, the exercise protocols or the walking pattern, they are automatically getting improved. So whenever the assistance is required, the robot it assists, and whenever the uh, resistance is required, automatically the resistant forces will be applied by the robots. Next is AI-driven telehealth platforms. So telehealth platforms are basically they are Physio and Hinge Health. So I have just explained only two to three tools or two to three softwares here. So there are many more, as I said previously. So what is there in Physio? Physio is basically a telehealth platform that integrates AI to deliver personalized exercise program and monitor patient progress remotely, ensuring continuity of care. So again, the presence of physiotherapist, it is not required. Yes, the software assistance, it is there, which basically is going to resolve number of problems. It is going to reduce the travel timing. So many other issues are going to get resolved with the help of all the softwares. Then next is the Hinge Health. It is the system which is providing the remote musculoskeletal therapy, offering personalized exercise program and real-time feedback. Real-time feedback means what actually is happening when somebody is performing any set of exercise in the real time. So depending upon that feedback, if any correction is required, so that is basically being provided by the AI systems. The next we have is the natural language processing and chatbots. So natural language processing and chatbots, these are the basically tools which enhance the patient engagement and adherence to the therapy. So uh, the names of the tools, you can see the Bot MD and the Ruby. Bot MD is an AI powered chatbot that helps patient with exercise reminders, answering queries to physiotherapy and providing post therapy care instructions. So of course all these domains, they physios, those who are practicing nowadays, they manually they are working with the patients in direct to direct touch. So all these things are of utmost importance. Now, these things, they can be replaced by the artificial intelligence, and you can save the time, you can enhance the number of patients into your clinics just by adding up the software. So technology, of course, it is there for the human help. So suppose in a day, if you are going to treat or assess 10 patients, physically or manually, with the help of AI-based technology, you can treat almost 50 or 100. You can raise the number basically. So technology is here to help us. Then Ruby. Ruby is a virtual assistant designed to support physical therapy program by providing personalized exercise instructions, monitoring patient progress, and offering motivational support. So when and as and when required, the intervention of the physiotherapist, if it is important, then it is important. We need to interact with the patient. But yes, many of the cases are there in which we can take the help of the technology, not all the cases, right? So, like motivational support and post therapy care instructions. So, all these domains they can be covered with the help of AI tools. Next is the AI powered diagnostic tools. So the examples are Zebra Medical Vision and Image Biopsy Lab. So these are something which helps us in decision making, diagnosis making, to detect the problems, to detect the musculoskeletal issues, bone diseases, right? So they basically help us in clinical decision making, because treatment it is totally dependent on uh, the decision or the diagnosis. So if you are diagnosing accurately, then you are going to provide the treatment accurately. So yes, the Zebra Medical Vision and Image Biopsy Lab are just the two examples which basically can help the physiotherapist in clinical diagnostic decision making. Then AI for pain management. Now, pain management, being a physiotherapist, this is the uh, bigger area which we are dealing with on day-to-day basis. So, two of the examples related to AI tools I have given you. Number one, it is Kaya Health. Kaya Health is an AI-powered app that provides personalized pain management program for chronic pain, integrating exercises, relaxation technique, and patient education. Then next we have is the pain scale. So pain scale app, it uses the artificial intelligence to track the pain levels, identify triggers, helping patient and therapist manage chronic pain more effectively. So these are the tools which we can use for the management of the varying pain. Then AI-based outcome prediction tools. Now, the Propeller Health and BioSerenity are the two tools which we can use for the outcome prediction. Now, Propeller Health, you see, it is the tool which basically analyze the data from the wearable sensors, electronic health record, and it can predict the outcomes and guide the treatment accordingly. Then BioSerenity. BioSerenity is the another platform that predicts the patient recovery trajectory and potential complications in real time. So yes, these are the another two tools for the importance, right? So just I have given you the idea about all the AI tools, what we can use, and there are still further areas which we can explore in particularly related to the physiotherapy and artificial intelligence. Just I have given you the idea how we can use the artificial intelligence for our assistance, the clinician, the academicians, and every one of us can use. So with this, I'm ending my conversation here. Thank you.